If you're planning a trip to visit DisneySea in Tokyo and not sure which rides to wait for and which ones to skip, then stay tuned because I'm counting down my top 5 rides not to miss and some I would consider skipping. Tokyo's DisneySea is one of the most unique Disney parks across the globe, not only by name but by theme, decor, rides, and overall feel. It's much more sophisticated than any other Disney park I've ever been to, but still very magical, and I love that about this place. But don't let that fool you, this park has some of the best rides I've ever been on, and I've been on quite a lot. So let's get into the countdown. Starting off with number 5 is Nemo and Friends Searider. Not what you might have expected, but this is a really great family fun ride. The ride is kind of like Star Tours where you sit theater style buckled up, but the storyline is being shrunk to the size of a small fish where you meet up with Nemo and company and go on an epic ocean journey. And from what I remember, the ride's wait times varies a lot. Sometimes 40 minutes and sometimes an hour and 40 minutes. This is one of those rides where if you see a short wait time, you should definitely take advantage of it. I had a ton of fun on this ride, and I highly recommend it. From kids to adults, you're gonna have a blast on this ride, trust me. Moving on, number 4, the Tower of Terror, or to be more specific, the High Tower of Terror. That's right, it's the classic Tower of Terror ride, but with the High Tower Hotel storyline unique to Tokyo DisneySea. With a pre-ride show that is both spooky and awesome, and the ride itself, a slow build to the top of the tower until gravity free falls you back to the lobby. If you don't enjoy free falls and weightlessness, this ride isn't for you. But if you do, this is an automatic must ride. Just be warned, wait times are usually very long. I feel like it was never lower than 2 hours. So if you don't feel like waiting, I would highly recommend spending a little bit of money and getting a DPA, which is short for Disney Premier Access, their version of the Fast Pass. Either way, make sure not to skip the Tower of Terror. Coming in at number 3 on the list, probably the most underrated ride at DisneySea, Sinbad's Storybook Voyage. And if you are unfamiliar with the story of Sinbad, well, you're definitely not alone. Let me break it down for you as quickly and as easy as possible. Sinbad is the main character, who's a sailor that travels to strange lands to regain his fortune after squandering it away. He faces many problems that he overcomes through his cunning and bravery, often returning from these richer and wiser. And his only companion is a pet tiger named Chandu, who everyone falls in love with. The ride itself is a family-friendly boat ride that takes you through many of these voyages. From mermaids and a giant bird to monkeys and an actual giant, there is so much to see on this ride. And I was not ready for the scale of some of these animatronics. I can't stress how underrated I think this ride is. That's why this makes number 3 on my list, but just be warned, you'll probably have the tune stuck in your head for the rest of the day. And second on the list is Peter Pan's Neverland Adventure, not to be mistaken with Peter Pan's Flight, which is available at many Disneylands across the globe. This ride is completely unique. 3D immersive and trackless, it takes you through all of the familiar places from the original movie. After this short and adorable pre-ride show, you'll grab some 3D glasses and climb aboard your very own ship. As you travel through Neverland, you'll come across some familiar faces. The animated characters often interact with real-life elements scattered across the ride, which is extremely magical and well done. This ride is often overlooked when it comes to rides in Fantasy Springs, as people opt for either of the 2 princess rides, which makes it a great candidate to rope drop, especially if you got a DPA for one of the other princess rides at Disney Springs. But fair warning, this line can also get very long, so I would definitely consider a DPA for this ride as well if the wait times are long enough. And finally, we make it to number 1 on my must-ride list, and it's probably no surprise, but we have Anna and Elsa's Frozen Journey. The hype behind this ride is all justified in my opinion. You travel by boat through the storyline of the original movie, making sure to touch on all of the iconic songs that made this movie a classic. And not to mention, the animatronics and special effects are top tier and out of this world. I can't stress enough how visually stunning this ride is. From Elsa building her ice palace to thawing out Anna and her frozen heart. I mean, it's so captivating that you'll hardly notice that at times your boat is going backwards, which is crazy to think about on a water boat ride. So if I had to choose one ride to ride at DisneySea, this would be the one. But I would highly recommend getting the DPA because standby wait times can get up to 4 hours. And that wraps up my top 5, but here are some honorary mentions and some rides you might consider skipping. Journey to the Center of the Earth is my first honorary mention. This one was close. It's a great ride with a thrilling ending, but I just felt I had more fun on all of the other rides on the list. And my second runner-up is Rapunzel's Lantern Festival. This is a great one and done in my opinion, especially if you're single. It's a slow-moving but rather short boat ride. It's romantic and visually stunning, but not much else. No mind-boggling animatronics or exciting drops, just an amazing lovey-dovey ending to cuddle up to right before they kick you off. There's always a wait, and I was surprised more so at night, but it makes sense as couples flock there as a way to wind down. So ride it if you get the chance, but don't worry about it if you didn't. One I would consider skipping is Soaring Over the World. This one is essentially the same exact ride as some of the other parks like California Adventure, Epcot, and Shanghai. So if you've been on one, you've also been on this one. And for some reason, the line for this ride is always ridiculous, like 3 hours plus. Not worth it on my opinion, so that's why it's on the list. Moving on, the next one I would consider skipping for the same reason is Toy Story Midway Mania. If you're from the United States or have been to Disney parks in the US, then you've probably been on this ride. And don't get me wrong, I love this ride, but it's literally the same exact carnival shooter that you could ride at California Adventure or Hollywoodland at Walt Disney World. And the wait time for this ride is usually super long, so unless you haven't been on the one in the US or have time to kill, I would skip this one as well. And finally, this one takes the cake. 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. This is one I would definitely consider skipping. I waited about an hour and 40 minutes for this ride, and I did not think it was worth it at all. It's very similar to the Finding Nemo submarine voyage ride at Disneyland. You explore the depths of the ocean while looking through a small window the entire ride, but the storyline is taken from the book by the same name, written by Jules Verne. The ride is slow, dark, and quite frankly unimpressive. Aside from the part with the giant squid, I did not feel amazed by this ride, and when it was over I remember saying to myself, that's it? This one might be good for families with little ones because of the pacing, but it also might not be because it's dark and moody. Kind of an oddball, and in my opinion, not worth the hour and 40 minute wait. So, if you're planning on going to DisneySea in 2026, I genuinely hope this helps. And for those of you who have already been, did I miss anything? Would you have rated it differently? I'd love to hear your opinion. Leave a comment and I'll try to reply. Thanks for watching and have a magical day. If you've made it this far and want to watch some of the full rides featured in this video, then click on the DisneySea playlist that's on screen now.